What if I told you that the best gift you could give your family isn't something that you could wrap and put under the tree? It's the core memories you can make together on a family vacation. Hi, I'm Morgan with Prose Travel, and we're here at the beautiful Keukenhof Gardens in the Netherlands to bring you 10 tips for multi-generational travel. Research indicates that shared travel experiences can create more vivid and lasting memories than other activities. These findings suggest that unique and immersive nature of travel, combined with the social bonds it fosters, contributes to the creation of enduring and impactful memories. But let's be real, traveling with multiple generations can be tricky. So here are 10 tips to help your multi-generational trip be the best ever. Tip number 1, pick a destination that works for everybody. Okay, picture this. Grandma wants a peaceful garden tour. Your kids, they've spotted an amusement park, and you really just want a glass of wine. Choose a destination with variety, like Tuscany, for example. You can do all those things in one region without spending hours on the road. But be honest with yourself. Not every activity will make everyone happy, and that's okay. Aim for balance, not perfection. Tip number 2 is a bit of a twofer. You can stay close to attractions. That way, midday naps are easier for those young and old in your party, and it's really nice to just be right there, right by the major attractions. But you can also stay just outside the city. Staying outside of the city can have perks. For example, your accommodations will be much cheaper. You'll have much more bang for your buck, much more space. For example, in Paris, staying just outside and somewhere like Saint-Germain-en-Laye, you can easily get into the city on the RER, but still have kind of a tranquil, restful retreat while having access to the city. Tip number 3, build in flexibility. Not every day on your trip needs to be go, 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 and let's face it, not everyone will want to do everything. Therefore, create an itinerary with optional activities. Maybe half the group does a walking tour while the others relax at the cafe. It's also good to break it up into smaller groups by interest. Maybe somebody wants to go to a flea market while other people are more interested in going on a D-Day tour of the beaches of Normandy. Not everyone has to do everything together. I think that's very important to note. Tip number 4, choose accommodations with shared spaces. Hotels are great, but if you've got a big group, renting a house or a villa can feel like magic. You get a shared space for breakfast, game nights, or just hanging out after a long day, but make sure there's enough privacy for everyone, especially those who need alone time to recharge. And I also want to say, renting a place with a shared space can sometimes be a hotel. It doesn't always have to be a villa. I've stayed at hotels before where you each had your own individual hotel room, but there were places on the property where you could come together with your group to be together. We stayed at this beautiful Georgian home in the south of Ireland, outside of Skibbereen, called Lissard. And while it was separate accommodations for all of our party, they had many rooms throughout the house where we could come, sit by the fire and talk and have a whiskey. They had a dining room area with games where we could sit and play a game together. So don't think that just because you're at a hotel that it's completely out with the shared spaces. Certain hotels definitely have shared spaces for people, but if not, look for a villa or a gîte in France. Tip number 5, take it slow. You don't have to see everything. Trust me on this. Spend more time in fewer places, you'll soak up the local culture and avoid burning out. There's nothing like spending thousands of dollars on a trip only to be so tired and exhausted and over it because all you've done is go, go, go. But balance it with a few standout moments, like a big family dinner or a unique experience like the Keukenhof Garden, to keep things exciting. Tip number 6, and honestly, this should be tip number 1, communicate expectations early. Ever had a big family argument or blow up on a vacation? I definitely recommend avoiding that. Therefore, you should talk about budgets, activities, and boundaries before you leave. Who's paying for what? How much walking is involved? really every little thing. Are you an early riser? Are you going to be sleeping in the same room? Do you require sound to go to sleep? Nothing is really off limits in these conversations. If you're going to take a trip together, you've got to be, it's an intimate experience, and you have to be willing to get intimate in your conversations and communications that you have before the trip. Trust me, it is going to make for such a better trip if you really know the way of it. Are you okay going out alone together, or are you one of those people who really wants to do everything with the group? Communicate those things ahead of time and you're gonna have a much better time. But the key is to be flexible. Compromise is key when traveling with a big group. Tip number 7, pack smarter, not heavier. Packing for a toddler or a grandparent is like an Olympic event, but you can do things to offset the heavy load. Create a shared packing list with essentials like medications, snack, and comfort items for all ages so you don't necessarily have duplicates. But really resist the urge to overpack. You'll thank me when you're not lugging around a giant suitcase through a crowded train station or over cobblestones in Europe. And honestly, if you're able, bring a backpack. It is so much easier to walk through the streets of Europe with a backpack than it is lugging your wheeled suitcase behind you. But honestly, I do understand some people need to bring a wheeled suitcase, and that's okay too. Just don't overload it. Tip 8, prioritize food that everyone will enjoy. Grandpa wants a steak dinner, the kids want chicken nuggets, you, a little of both. Find restaurants with diverse menus or plan meals that cater to both adults and kids. But don't be afraid to split up. Some can enjoy fine dining, while others just grab a quick bite of street food nearby. Tip number 9, make time for one-on-one moments. Some of the most special memories happen in those small moments. Don't be afraid to go on one-on-one visits with your group, but do try to balance it and have big family activities so no one feels left out. Whether it's about grandparents connecting with grandkids, siblings having a glass of wine together, or just laughing over a shared meal, these trips can create core memories which will last a lifetime. Tip number 10, document the trip, but stay in the moment. Photos and videos are great, but don't forget to actually be there. Some ways you can combat that is to designate someone as the trip historian or set specific times for capturing moments. Another thing you can do is at the end of the trip, have everyone throw their photos into Google Photos, a shared Google Photos drive. So everyone can have all the different photos without feeling like they constantly have to capture every little moment. But don't let screens take over. Core memories are made in the conversations and laughter, not just the Instagram shots. At the end of the day, multi-generational travel isn't about seeing every site or checking every box. It's all about the quiet shared moments that make you say, we'll laugh about this for years. Whether you're planning a quick weekend getaway or a big international trip, take the time to make it special. But don't stress about perfection, because those imperfect moments, they're the ones you'll cherish the most. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with someone you'd love to travel with. And if you're ready to plan your own multi-generational adventure, head to my website at prose.travel to learn more. Let's make some core memories together. Beautiful birds here today.